This a real baddie party. You cannot get in with my baddie friends. Y'all know what it is. Tonight we going out, but we gonna never get it in. Don't play with me. Go play with your friend. Yeah. How that song go? What's going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to y'all with another video. We talking Baddies Africa episode 2. First of all, we finally got to expose who the liars are. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, so we start off with we see Anna and Natalie going at it. Natalie, you could tell, was not one to really fight Anna. She talking about, let's go. Let's go. She jumping like a kangaroo, like a damn jackrabbit. She like, let's go. Let's go. She's doing that. Automatic just she beat Natalie with so much ease. It was kind of embarrassing. I'm like, damn, Natalie, did you at least try? Like, you know how somebody said, don't play with me, I'm gonna take you where you don't want to go. Anna took Natalie where she didn't want to go. She took her down there. Like, she literally took her with you, okay? Natalie didn't know what to do after getting took from one side of the bar to another, but to laugh. All she could do was laugh, okay? She like, ah! She laughing like Barbie. Y'all know how Barbie be like, ah, 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 ah. She started laughing like Barbie because she didn't know what to do, because she kind of got tore. I feel like Anna did that, and she did Natalie worse than Stunner, because they kept breaking up her and Stunner so quickly. Okay, so Stunner even was looking. You know how somebody look disappointed when their child fails? They're like, oh. Stunner gave Natalie that look. She like, oh. She knew Anna did her biggest one, but she can't admit it because that's not her homegirl. She don't really vibe with her. You know what I'm saying? That's her op. So she couldn't even like really give her props like that. All she could do was sort of look away. Stunner just look away. Stunner had to look away because she was that embarrassed at Natalie. So then we get to Stunner. Stunner, you are full of lies. You are a blood full of lies. You need to put that in your bio. Blood full of lies. Because that's what you are, Stunner. This was my face after watching Stunner and Anna fight all those rounds. First of all, why would y'all overhype that fight so much? The way that both of you bitches, I'm talking about you, Stunner, and you, Anna, was talking all that hot stuff online, I thought y'all was up in there brawling. I thought a glass got broke, the bar was tore. Y'all was sprinting, okay? Y'all was sprinting. Stunner, you told us you got on that hole. You didn't. You lied, okay? You lied. The security guards ended up getting more of a licking than y'all. If we're gonna be honest, the security guard got more punches hit from them than they did. Okay, if you gotta pick a winner, you gotta give it to Anna. You gotta give it to Anna. I don't care what nobody says. If you're gonna pick a winner in the fights, the little squabbles that they had, which were at least 5 seconds each, you gotta give it to Anna. You're made. That's it. That's all. Just look, boom. And Stunner, why are you going into a squabble like this? Stunner was walking into the fight like a zombie. She said, I'm like, damn, this is crazy because you really lied. Like, you really capped. Okay? They went like 3-4 rounds. They were extremely short. One of the rounds, Stunner starts to bleed. Okay? Let's talk about Stunner and his do-rag. What's under your hoodie, nigga? Is that an AK? Stop. I never let him see me sweat, okay? In this case, I never let him see the scar. That's what it really was, okay? Stunner, I never let him see me sweat. What's under that scarf? What's under that do-rag? That's that scar, that big ivory put up on you. Because you was putting that damn do-rag and that scarf, I'm talking about like all to your forehead. Like, you was treating it like it was a bandana. It was giving BGC 9 when Megan was putting that bandana to cover her tresses so they don't get pulled out. Okay? That's all I'm saying. First of all, Stunner, you lied 3 times. You lied about having a scar. Clearly you had a scar. That's why you kept on that do-rag on. Because that's why when Anna hit you, you started bleeding because she hit the scar. Anna does not hit that hard. I could tell because nobody has ever gotten like super lumped up after fighting her or bled. You started bleeding. That means she hit the scar that Ivory gave you. So you lied about that. Okay. Then you say you whooped on her. You lied about that. Then you said if they're gonna edit it a certain way. Listen, I don't want to hear none of them going online talking about, oh, they cut out a round or they showed an edit. Nah, ain't no edit. Okay. RuPaul needs a break. Blame it on the edit. There is no blaming it on the edit. What we saw is what we saw. Okay. At one point, Stunner like rushes to the bathroom. So once again, hide the scar like the bitches on Lion King. Okay? And Mufasa is not in the building. She every 2 seconds, she pulling it, she pulling, she walking around, she hiding the scar. Okay? Because I think that's what's under the do-rag, and that's why she started to bleed. So she went to the bathroom. Stunner really didn't even know what to say because I think she knew in her mind she didn't do what she probably planned on doing, which was her biggest ones. I'm not saying like Anna just tore her up and through, but like if you're gonna give a winner, you're gonna have to give it to Anna Mac. You are. Okay? Natalie kind of walks in there in the bathroom on her. She's just like, she's like still talking. Like she's still talking. Like she won't stop. Like listen to her. Listen to her. Like, oh my God. Like she just keeps talking. And I'm like, Stunner Girl not trying to hear that right now. Okay. Stunner Girl is literally bleeding. Okay. Stunner Girl is the one that usually does the bleeding. She bleeds bitches verbally and sometimes physically. So for her to end up getting bled, I don't think Stunner was gonna live okay with it. So she don't want to hear all that, Natalie. All right. She walks out after she done fixed the do-rag and starts saying stuff to Anna. She's like, oh, F you, you a hoe, blah, blah, blah. You stupid ass bitch. They start going back and forth. And then Stunner ends up leaving and getting in a car. I'm going to tell you this, Anna. Don't think this is over. One thing about that bitch Stunner, she gets street justice. So best believe you may have won the battle, but that bitch going to win the war. So just, watch for your back, your front, and your side. Even your forehead. At one point, Anna's like, I don't even know what you call me a Marquietta. What the hell is a Marquietta? You don't know what a Marquietta is, Anna, and you lived in LA? You should know what a Marquietta is. This is a Marquietta. You hear me? Okay, Lady Fame is somewhere gagging right now. Like, y'all don't know what a Marquietta is, and y'all be up and through her city, okay? You a Marquietta, This is the original. She's not the originator of Marquietta, but she is the mother of Marquietta.
I'm already arguing with my Marquietta ass daughter. Okay? Because a bitch ain't gonna tell me shit, cuz I am the mama.
And her biggest Marquietta is her daughter. You a Marquietta, on a gang of Crips. Somebody need to show Lady Fame this episode. She gonna watch the episode and be like, y'all a bunch of Marquiettas, if I'ma be honest. Y'all bitches not really on that. Okay? I was shocked when she didn't know what a Marquietta was. Okay? Shout out to Lady Fame.
I'm already arguing with my Marquietta ass daughter. Okay? Because a bitch ain't gonna tell me shit, cuz I am the mama.
And that's on a gang of Crips, cuz. Shout out to Lady Fame. So we see Stunner leaves. Natalie goes meets up with Rolly in the car, and they're in Africa. And Natalie's kind of catching up Rolly as to what happened. She's letting her know that it was a lot that went down. She's also telling her, Rolly lets us know that she was not invited to the dinner and was like banned. Like she could not go and sit with Stunner. Like they banned her from sitting with Stunner for some reason. I guess Stunner thought she was going to get jumped or something, but they requested for her not to be at the meeting. Okay? Rolly is just agreeing with Natalie and being her yes man. Like, Natalie always needs like a yes man, and Rolly is slowly but surely slipping in that spot. And then she starts talking about DTV. Y'all know DTV lives rent-free in Natalie's mind. Okay, she starts talking about how she's a clout chaser and stuff. Rolly's like, I feel like, I know it's how you make your money being a clout chaser. Literally, since DTV has gotten on Baddies, the only clout chasing I've seen her do has been in regards to the show. I haven't seen her do like no crazy no crazy clout chasing type ish outside of anything Baddies related. So what are they talking about? You talking about stuff that she was doing before she got on Baddies? Because Natalie, let's talk about your clout chasing ways. You talking about Chris Brown Rihanna deserved to get hit by Chris Brown. That wasn't clout chasing. You trolling Amber Rose before y'all became good African homegirls on Twitter, talking about I got your man and I could go to your man crib and fuck him. That's not clout chasing. You dancing to Rihanna's song, ooh doo doo bitty bitty body body bay. I'm on you're lonely. Ooh doo 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 bitty 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 bitty. Knowing damn well she don't F with you. That's not clout chasing. You beefing with Perez Hilton all over Twitter in the 2000s to get clout. That's not clout chasing. What did you call that, Natalie? What bothers me with Natalie is it's like she forgets where she came from. You didn't birth Baddies out of your vagina, girl. You had to clout chase to get it. So please shut up. I hate when they do that. Because it's like, let's not remind you where you came from. Because it's not like a lot of us that watch, some of us are young and 15, 12, 13. But you got old heads like me that remember that were there. So don't act like brand new, bitch. And Rolly, you was slipping and sliding off through that Alfredo, bitch. With your pimento cheese pussy, and you acting brand new like you never clout chased on Jerry Springer to get clout and fame. Goodbye. So then we meet the new girls mixed with a little bit of some of the returning girls. Okay, so we end up Dolly, Lex, and Summer getting the van with K. Rican, Fauna, and Cold Killer. Okay, so to me, the big three was checking their temperature. Like Summer, you can tell, was the one that was starting it all. Summer and Dolly start asking about, do y'all like DTB? Do y'all like DTB? Like, DTB got y'all pressed. That is crazy. How y'all enter a room and the first few things y'all say and ask about is DTB? Like, she really got all of y'all in a kerfuffle like this. Like, this is crazy. Okay? So, of course, Cold Killer's like, yeah, I don't F with her. FDTB. She took my song thinking it's cute. Let's talk about the song. The song, by the way, is This Is Not a Baddie Party. You cannot get in with my baddie friend. That song, okay? First of all, it's Tinker's song. Let's start there. Diamond's the feature on it, okay? And that song is a sample from FBG Duck, who is deceased. God rest his soul. I know he would not be happy with this. Because he be like, hey, that's my shit, nigga. You feel me? Y'all, which the FBG Duck, y'all took that song from him. Y'all sampled it. And y'all acted like it's y'all's. It's not. It's not. The song is called Slide. So Tinka and Diamond made Baddies Slide from the sample Slide. So for you to act like it's yours is crazy. It might have got a lot of views and a lot of traction, but that don't mean nothing. The original song is still not yours. That's like somebody sampling Michael Jackson and their sample goes viral. And then you say, and you do a song, somebody else does a song, and the person who did the sample that went viral get mad at the person and say, you took my song. Bitch, you sampled it. What you mean? You can't steal a sample. Like, that don't even make any sense. And mind you, it's Tinka's song. So it's like, Diamond was just a feature on it. She just told me, hey, hop on that track. Like, you feel me? Let's make this go viral. And it did. So it's like, you mad, don't get me wrong, because of the song, whatever, but like, you really should have a lot of that energy towards Tinka. And that bitch Tinka, once she pop out that baby, she going to be on the first flight coming to the next Baddie season. So I hope you're ready for her, because y'all think DTB is annoying. Tinka annoys the hell out of me. She gonna be on your ass, Cold Killer. So I hope you're ready for that next season if you get brought back. Because she not gonna leave you alone. Y'all know that bitch Tinka is a petty, annoying little guy. So she gonna be on your ass. Anyways, so Summer starts sniffing for a target. She did this last season, you guys. She starts sniffing for a target, and to me, she pointed out Fauna. Fauna was her target that she pointed out to see if she could get a rise out of her, and it worked automatically. Like Summer, you could tell was sizing her up, and she kept like saying her name wrong. She like Fana, Fauna, Fiona, Fauna. She kept saying it wrong. And she's like, no, my name Fauna. She's like, girl, they gonna keep messing up your name. Don't nobody remember your name like that. Like, what you talking about? Like, nah, don't nobody remember your name, huh? What? My mama, right? Next thing you know, you could tell Dolly and Lex wanted to play it cool, but they only fell in because someone was doing the most. So they just followed suit. You could call them followers if you will, I guess. But had Summer not did all that hoopla, I don't think they would have been fighting in that bus. Okay? Summer starts getting up and she like, what's up? Because Cold Killer's like, you're not gonna disrespect my name, my friend name like that. That's my homegirl. You're gonna get her name correct. She like, so what? Huh? My mama. They boop, 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 boop. By the way, Cold Killer, that pink ball, you ate that. I just want her to go like this. She really did eat with that pink ball, with the pink bustier, with her titties yay high to the sky. You ate that up, Cold Killer. Like, she really ate that up. I'm not gonna lie. So Fauna starts getting into it with them at one point, and at one point it became 3-on-3. All you hear is Big Lex saying, bitch, 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 bitch. I love when Big Lex fight because you gonna hear that. Why you gotta talk in your fights, Big Lex? She like, bitch, 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 bitch. That's how you know Big Lex is dinking-ish when you hear B 3 times in a row. When Tammy said, bitch, bitch, and my bitch, bitch. Like, it gives that. Anytime Big Lex is fighting, you gonna hear that. To me, it was very immature. It was stupid. I feel like when it comes to Summer, these tricks are going to get very old because it's redundant. You kind of did the same thing last season. It was obvious. You picked the fight on the bus last season because you wanted clout and fame. Irie even said that you were planning on doing that to begin with, so she sort of egged it on early. So you did the same thing on the bus. I can guarantee you, someone said, we going to get active. When we get on this bus, Dolly, we got to fight them bitches because them bitches, I think, is a trio. We the only trio on my mama. We gonna be the only big three. Yeah. So when we get on it, we gonna get on them bitches. Yeah. So it became that. That I can guarantee you that's what she said to Bad Dolly and Lex. Lex looked like she don't want to be a part of that trio. Did y'all clock that? Lex was fighting, don't get me wrong, but you could tell her face is like, oh. Lex don't want to be a part of that trio. I don't think y'all clocked that. I don't think y'all clocked that. Lex don't want to be a part of it. Okay? She want to be doing her Disney intro. She don't got time for no doubt. Dolly and Summer. She just along for the ride. So they bring Summer, Dolly, and Lex off the bus. And Summer is such a troll. She sneaks in the back of the bus. She punches in the back of the bus and gets one quick lick in. Fauna and them are like, y'all got me messed up. They start throwing water out the window. They start spitting at the window. I like Fauna. She's really pretty, and you could tell she's not scared. Like, thank God she from Jersey, because the last bitch from Jersey was that girl Zanaya off of Not As TV, and she irritates me because she reminds me of a little girl that needs to go to school and mind her business. So it's like, for somebody else to be from Jersey and don't irritate me, I'm like, thank you. Because the representation we be getting on my nerves. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry. You hear me? So we get to the other bus. And the girls all hop in. We have the OGs, Diamond, Ivory. We also have Scotty. And then we have the newbies joining too. We have some of the new girls like the LC girl. I think the Choco girl is on there. And then we have Tavi. Tavi, you need to join the DDPs, a.k.a. the Dancing Doll Mamas, because I'm sorry. She just gives me like, she not supposed to be there. Like, you feel me? Like, it look like your daughter don't make cuts. Miss Diana make cuts. Like, you need to join the DDPs outside the Dancing Dolls and watch your kid perform, because I don't think Baddies is for you. No shade. Miss Diana make cuts. I don't think I make cuts, Miss Diana. Like, I'm sorry. Diana is Bad Dolly, and Tavi is a DDP. Don't Tavi look like a DDP. You cannot tell me she don't look like a Dancing Doll Perry. I could just see her going to Diana. Diana, why my daughter not in the stand battle? She ain't make cuts. That's why she ain't make cuts. Tavi like, no, she need to make cuts. That's my daughter. She gonna dance. She know how to dance. She could do the 1 count. You feel me? Like Tavi just give me like she's up there in age. It's like it's no shit. She's not an ugly woman, don't get me wrong, but it's like it's out of all the baddies, when you see them all in a group, she sticks out like a sore thumb. So she gets on the bus and immediately she starts saying hi. Everybody starts saying hi to each other. And Diamond's like, oh yeah, you was the one that was talking that stuff online, right? Yeah, that was you. Oh, okay. Yeah. I said, ooh, Diamond's on that. She sits down like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. Tavi like, sit down. This is what irritates me. I feel like when it comes to them casting Tavi, y'all casted her just because she was gonna have Natalie back, and y'all casted a viewer. I know the girls watch the show, don't get me wrong, but she gives like a fan viewer. You shouldn't be talking about the previous season so hard when it's a brand new season. We supposed to be getting to know you, and you coming in defending some last season ish. That's annoying to me. I didn't care if it was a DTV. I don't care if you was defending Natalie against Scotty. Like it's just like that has nothing to do with you. You're supposed to come in and like represent you, not represent somebody else who's there. You're a representative, not a baddie. So next thing you know, they start talking about, you know, what happened the day before with them meeting with Dolly and stuff like that. And, you know, the watch and Pretty P stuff gets brought up. Pretty P's like, they done took my stuff. They took my stuff. Or I would have been mad. I don't care if they replaced them earlier or not. It's like, don't touch my stuff. Because people work hard for their ish. So this is why I don't like Summer. Like, you just a bum. Like, you just stealing people's stuff. It's just like, like, you one of them. I wouldn't even have stuff around you if I was your friend. Because you give me the type that you'll steal from me and help me find it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, So she ends up bringing Ivory ends up bringing up Natalie. I think one of the new girls ends up bringing Natalie. Also, Elsie, that clown makeup, we're gonna need you to stop. Cause why you got them rosary cheeks in them confessionals? This was Elsie Kai. It's just no way, Elsie. Like, your grandfather is like the president of Zimbabwe. Like, you should not be looking like this. It pisses me off. Because she's such a pretty girl, natural. So it's like, what is up with the clownery? Literally, Elsie is a clown. Like, you be like, you a clown ass bitch. Like, that's a clown ass bitch. Like, literally. Anyways, so they asked her, like, what's up with Natalie or whatever. DTB starts getting mad. She was just like, yeah, like, it's still like, I'm still on that with her or whatever because she been hating on me from the jump and all of this. And next thing you know, Tavi's like, oh, 2 seasons after, she like, no, on Baddies Caribbean, I tried to fight her and she ran away, which is 100% facts. If y'all go back to the Baddies Caribbean reunion, DTB did try to fight Natalie. Natalie ran and said, I'm not giving you clout. So what do y'all want her to do? So for y'all saying, oh, she snuck her, she was never going to get that with DTB because guess what? Natalie's, I'm not going to fight. Because she saw, look what happened with Anna. We know Natalie's not a fighter. So it's like, don't be talking all that hot stuff if you're not going to get out there. And they'd be mad when the girls actually get out there with you. That's why she had to kick Anna off the season because Anna really beat her up. So she was pissed about that. So Tavi, you inserted yourself and you don't even know what you're talking about. Not going to lie, Tavi is getting her DTB get the scarblet. Listen, DTB, you're getting a little bit better. Good job. DTB said booka baka baka booka baka boo. DTB was getting on that. I said, yes, DTB. I'm like, get her. I'm watching like, get her. Okay? Because you is just putting yourself in something that has nothing to do with you. Okay? Ivory said she been coaching. She been coaching DTB. She said you gotta bite your lip like and just start going. That's why when Ivory fighting, you see her going like this. Because she biting her lip and punching. That's why the punches hurt even more because she biting the hell out of her lip. Okay? She done gave y'all a little game. Okay? Everybody got like a OG that they learning from. Like Anna learning from Tasiki. DTB is learning from Ivory. Meanwhile, on the other bus, they bring them back in. Why don't y'all have a separate car following behind so y'all can separate them, so y'all can avoid all this hoopla and them fighting in cluttered spaces? I don't like that. You feel me? They bring them back on the bus. they start getting into it again because Fauna's like, come here, bring your face in, mink, 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 bring your face in, mink, mink. So every time she lean in, she mink, she says it with the sound effect. So she mink, she says it every freaking time. And someone's like, nah, mink, okay? And then K. Rika, to me, shocked me. She read the hell out of Summer. Summer ain't know what to say. That was the quietest I ever see Summer. She said, you yuck mouth asshole. She said, you alligator teeth asshole. She said, you piranha teeth asshole. I said, oh, she was reading the hell out of Summer. And I'm glad they casted that girl K. Rican because I knew she had a mouth on her because the way that she reminds me of Nunu. So the fact that she was talking all that hot stuff to Summer was such a key to me. So I was like, damn, they did good with the casting with her. Because not only she seemed like she's not scared, but she got a mouth too. So she'll be able to come back and forth with Summer, which was hilarious. Okay. Fauna at one point, she hits the security with a cold left or right hook. I forget which hand. Baby, I swear to God, that security, if he hit you back, I would have been mad. Because the way she hit him so hard, I was like, oh. I know that nigga was mad on the inside, but as a security guard, you can't be getting mad if you get hit because that's part of the job. So he had to eat it up. If that was Big Man, he would have he would have sat him down quick after that because that was a hard hit. Poor guy. So we get to the house finally. First of all, I'm gonna say this. Ashley, I'm on your asshole. Why are you letting them fight with them African dancers and there's kids? I'm blaming you because you're the one we know now, Ashley. You're the one who coordinated this fuckery. Like, why would you allow that to happen? I felt so embarrassed all the way from the U.S. because of the way that y'all was out here just scrapping like this. It was diabolical. Why would y'all do something like that? Y'all could have just had that little fight scene without having them dancers there because it further perpetuates the stereotype that Africans think of us as African Americans that, we're ratchet, we're stupid, we ghetto, we don't know how to act, and we act a plum fool. It further proved it. Them kids went back home and said, them Americans, like, they was fighting really bad. I sat there, I'm like, whoa. One bitch hit another bitch. And then another bitch hit another bitch. Like, it's just like, that's what they're going to be saying when they get home, and it's embarrassing, okay? The moment they get out there, they start scrapping because they bring out the other trio versus the other trio. Fauna starts getting on Summer. She got Summer. And then Dolly ends up start fighting with Co-Killer and Kid Ricken and them. They start going in a roundabout, Mosey and stuff, just start fighting, right? They finally get them separated. And Natalie's finally stepping up as a host and producer. She's like, oh, so like, I knew nothing about this. Why do you have beef with her? Why do you have beef with them? Why do you guys all have beef? Why do you guys have beef? I didn't know. She wants to make sure none of the girls get up on her. So she wants to make sure that she knew nothing of the sort. So they don't get on that ass. So they start talking about how, Fauna name was getting disrespected. They wouldn't say her name properly, and they said they wouldn't respect her name. Shout out to Fauna for making that a thing, because now we all just gonna keep saying your name. Fauna. Okay, that's how you make yourself a moment. So then next thing you know, Natalie is like, what's going on? She's trying to ask them what's wrong and stuff. So they explain it. And then she's like, it's okay. We don't got to, deal with them. And then Natalie's like, no, you guys are going to live in the same house. So if you want to get off your chest, get it out now. Basically, they probably got a quota of number of fights they got to hit by a certain hour. So Natalie's making sure that they hit that quota. Because for you to get from 0 to 100 that quick is crazy, Natalie. You wanted them to squabble, bitch. That's what really is going on. So they get the scrapping, of course. All right. At one point, I will say this. Summer, that bitch do be keeping up sometimes. I feel like she got a lot better at fighting. I'll say that. She got a lot better. I don't know what that bitch Dolly been teaching her how to fight in Memphis or something, but she's gotten better. Because with Pretty P, although Pretty P was getting some good hits in, Summer was keep it up. That's how I feel. Okay. Next thing you know, after they start fighting, they bring out they bring out Pretty P and the rest of the girls. See, this is why I like Diamond. Diamond, she know not to walk into no effery. She let all the girls go in, and then she stood in the back just peeping the scene. I said, That's me. Like, I'll put it like, I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. I'm gonna be like, you know me? Like, I'm not like, no, you gotta watch your back. And that's exactly what she did. Like, she stood like 10 feet away to make sure the girls to see who's in the scene before she walk up in it. All right, that first round, they get out there, right? They ask Pretty Peter, like, hey, like, what happened to watch this stuff? Summer gonna take it. I don't know where she put it under her bra or something. She took it out somewhere and started putting her watch on. I wouldn't even, if I, Pretty P shouldn't even have let Natalie talk. I would have just, you should have just hopped on her. You should have just hopped on her like a leapfrog. I would have been the leapfrog in that little lake. That would have been you. Because I'm telling you, it was, oh my God. Because I hate when people mess with people's stuff because, like, y'all gotta understand. First of all, stuff is not cheap nowadays, and people work hard for their itch. So I hate when people touch other people's stuff. Like, that's the one thing that, like, it makes me so mad because, like, people work hard for their itch. Next thing you know, Natalie tries to get them to talk, and then Pretty P and her start to get the squabbling. The first round, Summer kind of kept up, but those last two rounds, Pretty P got you. And not even that, your mouth was a leak at them. Shout out to Pretty P for getting that. Before that happens, though, Summer throws the rollie in the pond. And this is why I don't like Summer. Regardless if this is her stuff or not, a rollie is not cheap. You was better off keeping it and say I'm not giving it back to her and selling it. You a dumb bitch. No shade. You was better off not bringing it and saying they got lost and selling it. You're a dummy. Sorry. You throwing it in the pond, that's no more than you keeping it. Think smarter next time. Let me get in possession of an ops rollie. You think I'm damaging it? You're crazy. I'm getting me a good payday. You talking about? I would have told Zeus, oh, I damaged it. Sorry. Oh, damn. Right to the pawn shop when I got home from Africa. Oh, how much is this? Oh, dummy, dumb, dumb, dumb. The dumb, 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 dumb. The dumb, dumb. But Natalie says she is going to replace the watch, which is the right thing to do. Regardless, if Natalie wasn't going to do it, Lemmy would have, because yeah, I would have got my rollie. So, you know, that means Pretty P left Africa with an extra fat check. In Summer, you left with a regular check with no watch. Oh, I just hate when people do dumb stuff like that. It's just like, if you're going to be shiesty for real, for real. Like, don't be a dumb bitch. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's like stealing somebody-ish and then breaking it, but it's of value. Why the fuck wouldn't you pawn it? Are you stupid? Anyways, after that happens, Diamond comes on there, and then Diamond starts basically talking to Natalie. She's like, hey, like, the reason why I got issues with you, you have hated on me since I got on the show. I've said this 1,000,001 videos. I don't got to repeat it. Natalie, I feel like, is not a fan of darker girls. I've seen it 100 times over. Okay, that's why she keeps the light brights around her. She keeps the Jailers. She keeps the Scotties. Okay, anybody a darker hue irritates her, especially if they have a little bit more shine to her, especially if they have their own clout and stuff going for them. She does not like that. Say what you want, y'all Natalie fans. Oh, it's not about colorism and all that. Some of you guys haven't even been following Natalie for as long as I have. So it's like, that's why y'all just assume it's not about that. But I know how she moves. And that's what it is. Okay? It's a little bit of colorism and jealousy. That's what it is. Because with or without this show, DTV's still gonna have a strong fan base. And Natalie hates that shit. Okay? So she starts telling her that or whatever. And she asks Natalie, hey, do you want to fight? Natalie says, I'm not fighting you. See, this is the problem. So it's like, you can't get mad when somebody keeps talking. You don't want to fight. So shut up. Shut up. This is a fighting show, right? Everybody whooping everybody, but you don't want to fight. Shut up, Nat. That's a lot of respect, Natalie. She'll never get a respect out of me. She'll get a little bit because she, built up the platform of what it was. But her character, very faulty. Okay? So Tavi steps up to DDP. The DDP steps up and starts to get the boop, boop, boop. And then she starts to get to fighting with Diamond. Okay? To me, Diamond's gotten a little bit better. Okay? She's gotten a little bit better at the fighting. I wouldn't say nobody won or lost that because they didn't really get the fight like that. Okay? And as she's fighting the DDP, we see Big Lex run on Scotty. She tore. I said, "Oh, she got Scotty good." She said, "Baka baka baka." Scotty was like, "Ah!" Scotty didn't know what hit her. Scotty thought it was an African drummer. Scotty thought it was one of them African niggas on the side, drumming upside her head and confused her head for a bass drum, bitch. She got you good, girl. Okay, you got me out. And that was about the episode ending. Okay, it's the security falling in that pond for me next episode. Pretty P, you should have threw somewhere in that pond. No shade. I would have drawn that bitch with me in the pond. You gonna have to go and get the Rolex. How about that? Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode and where our babies.
No personal thing.